A surprise one at that from the Reserve Bank of India. The central bank reportedly has shifted 100 tons of gold from London back to the country to add to its stock, which is a huge headline here. Now, this is the first time since 1991 that, gold has been added to the stock kept in the country. Let's get you all the details in our next report on this big story.
1991. The lowest period ever for the Indian economy. It was on the verge of collapse. Forex reserves were at an all-time low of $600 million, barely enough for 3 weeks of essential imports. The central government failed to pass the annual budget in face of IMF pressure. It was then that the P.V. Narasimha Rao government pawned off India's gold reserves. 67 tons of gold was pledged by the government to raise $600 million. 47 tons of gold was airlifted to Bank of England, with another 20 tons sent to Switzerland as collateral for foreign aid. 33 years later, an Atmanirbhar Bharat is flexing its economic might. As the fifth largest economy in the world, as the fastest growing major economy in the world. In an emotive move, the Reserve Bank of India has brought back 100 tons of gold from the massive vaults of the Bank of England in London. This is the first time since 1991 that gold reserves have seen a ghar wapsi to India. These bricks, valued at over 73,000 crore rupees, will now find their home in domestic vaults. According to RBI, more gold reserves will be brought back to India in the coming months and years. As of 31st March this year, RBI has pooled reserves of more than 822 tons. Of this, less than half is stored in India. Nearly 414 tons is in the vaults of Bank of England and the New York-based Bank of International Settlements. Central banks across the world have been building their gold reserves in view of the global geopolitical uncertainty. RBI's gold reserves have risen by 28 tons in the past year, triggering a big rise in the retail price of gold as well. Bureau Report, Business Today Television.